Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes! We are back with Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4. And what happened in the last video is, we finally made it to this underground bunker that is underneath Sunfall City. And we have found out that Operation Enduring Victory, it was all a lie. I mean, we already knew it was a lie, but Alloy didn't. Operation Enduring Victory was all a lie, and everybody on Earth wasn't fighting for some super weapon. They was fighting for something completely different. Pretty much they were throwing themselves at Pharaoh robots for zero reason, because they was going to die anyway. All they was doing was guaranteeing that in the future there will be humans again. They wasn't really guaranteeing that they would survive themselves, but they didn't know that, because if you know you're fighting and you're going to die anyway, you probably wouldn't fight anyway. But yeah, we found out that all humans died trying to do something that is going to bring humans back to life in the future. We then found out that Project Zero Dawn is actually some sort of program called Gaia, and its objective was that in the future, after these robots had destroyed Earth, killed all the humans, they would be put to sleep by this spire thing, and once they were put to sleep, Gaia would get to work in rebuilding Earth, regrowing trees, flowers, building machines to get rid of any pollution in the air and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we found out an absolute ton of stuff in the last video. So pretty much all humans died to help Project Zero Dawn come to life, and Project Zero Dawn has happened, and that's where Alloy and everybody else that is currently on the Earth has come from, Gaia. Now, we're not sure much else yet. We haven't learned anything else, so we're going to have to carry on exploring this underground bunker. We're going to have to be very careful, though, because when we entered this place, we set off a vent, so all of the Shadow Carja, all of the Eclipse, now know that we're in this bunker, or somebody is in this bunker. So they keep sending down, like, legions of troops that we have to keep dealing with. So, whilst we're down here, we're going to have to be careful. Alright, we're going to have to do a couple of these puzzles, but before we do it, I think we need to find a power cell. So, if I remember correctly, all you have to do is come over the back, and I think there's like this little bit that leads upwards, and there's like a power cell. If I remember correctly, I'm not sure actually. Maybe we need to do the first puzzle first. Let's have a look actually. Oh, actually, it might be up there. Yeah, I think that might be the power cell there. So let's have a look. So if we get up there, how do we get up here? So we've got this bit over here. Can I jump on that? Nope. Can I jump on this? Nope. This? How the hell do we get up there? Well, I'm not sure. Maybe we have to do it in a minute. Because once you scan these little, like, control panels here, you will get the code for these machines. One thing you need to pay attention on this one, because this one I got a little bit confused on. If you look at this control panel right here, you can see that it's upside down. If you read the text at the bottom that says Pharaoh, you can see it's upside down. So make sure you enter the puzzle the correct way. So the first one will obviously be facing down and not up, you know. So make sure you pay attention to that, because I wasted a lot of time. I'm going to do this one first. Alright, we'll do this one first. Maybe it's going to lead us to the power cell after. Right, so I want to press square, then it's up, left, down, right. So up, left. Oops, I did that one wrong. Let's turn this back left. There we go. And then this one is right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Well, this door. Oh yeah, so you do this first puzzle here and it will unlock this door, and then once you go through here it will allow you to get to the power cell and unlock the next door. That's what you need to do. So I was getting a bit ahead of myself, getting a little bit confused. Oh dear, I'll tell you, I've been, as you guys know, I mean, when you watch this video I should probably be on holiday, but because I work in a school, besides a few days, I get pretty much the same holidays as you would in a normal English school year, you know. because I work in a school. That's one of the benefits of working in a school. I have to go in for a few days during the holidays to do stuff that I can't normally do when the kids are there because of like safety and stuff. But I usually do my work and stuff, and I've got most of the holiday free. So when the holidays come, I generally try and record lots of videos for YouTube so I don't have to record during these holidays, because surprisingly, even though I'm on holiday, I've got a lot less time. So I've been recording like a beast lately, so yeah, I'm feeling a little bit fucking tired actually. I mean, at the moment, at this current time, I'm recording this video on March 31st. So at this current time, I've got 12 videos on the computer completely rendered and ready to put on YouTube, so yeah.
Found one. Looks
Oh,
intact.
okay, it's an emitter. I thought it was going to be a power cell, but it's an emitter. There's something over there. What is that? Can I get over there? Oops, no. No, carefully. Get back, careful. Okay, there we go. It's nice to check these supply crates, because you can find some pretty decent stuff in here sometimes. I've still got so many health potions, it's insane.
That should do the trick. Now let's
Lovely.
get the door open.
Yeah, because those things here, this little spot here, that's where you put power cells, because you're going to find a underground hidden lair eventually, like a little underground bunker, and it's going to have lots of these puzzles that you can't do until you've found 5 power cells, and you get yourself the best armor in the game. So if you find power cells in this game, make sure you pick them up. Pretty much every time you go to one of these sort of locations, you're going to find a power cell. I think all of them are found in these types of locations. I'm not sure if there's one in this place, but the other places there are, like in Maker's End and Grave Hold. I think there's also one in Mother's Womb. So yeah, make sure you pick them up. Right, so we've got down, left, up, right, down. Okay, down, left, up, and then it was right down, wasn't it? And then this one's down, I think. I've got a very short bloody memory at the moment.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Yeah. Oh dear. I'm so underleveled. I mean, at this point of the game, I'm level 20. When I was doing this on my own, I think I was about level 30 because I'd done lots of other extra things at the same time. I'd gone hunting a lot, so there's going to be some very interesting beasts that we're going to have to fight eventually, and I feel like I'm going to get my ass handed to me. I mean, I've got enough supplies. I've got plenty of shards.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. 2nd floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Oh god. God, the music's gone a little bit scary. Did you hear that? It sounded a little bit like it was Outlast or something. Now, one thing I think we should do is there's going to be a few waves of enemies in this room. So if I recommend you just set up a bunch of traps in this area right here. Because if you just set up a bunch of traps, you can stand over here and just shoot everybody, and then if they run at you, they're going to end up dead. There's a lot of healing flowers and stuff in this place. Oh, double headshot. Boom! Oh, somebody just took an arrow to the face. I mean, a bomb to the leg. So that's why you want to set up these traps. Because if anyone runs near you, they're just going to end up dead. There is a talent you can get later on that you can buy, and it allows you to pick up your traps. So if you lay a few traps down and then nobody dies, and you finish the combat, then you can just pick up all of your supplies, and you've not wasted many things, you know. It's pretty damn good, actually. Right, I think there's going to be more now. Yep, here we go. Somehow they all managed to get down here without me even seeing. These tripwires we place on the floor are really shitty though, because I mean, look how obvious the wire is, and look how obvious that little blinking red light is. I mean, I don't know how these dudes fall for it. They're not stupid. They should know it's a bomb or something iffy. what a shot. Just want to take these dudes down at the top. That was a lucky headshot. I wasn't even sure where I was aiming then. I just winged it a little bit. Oh shit. I'm kind of hoping they come over here now because I can't pick up these traps, so I don't want to waste them, you know. Actually, there we go. Just whistle and they'll come over. Walk into their doom. Unless he walks through that little gap right there. I bet he's going to walk through that gap.
Heard something.
Oh no, don't walk through the gap. Come on, hit the trap. Don't know how the hell you survived an arrow to the face like that, but you know, never mind.
Where's that shotgun?
Okay then.
Or not.
Oh shit, shit. Oh shit, I don't know if I've been seen, ain't I? Oh thank God I set up all these bloody traps. Quick, let me out. Hey, how'd you like being shot?
For a moment, anyway.
Get moving. You have to find Gaia.
He is. Silence has got to be one of the most abusive characters you can meet in a video game. He's so pushy. Lovely, all of this stuff. Just going to grab up all this stuff before we head into the next room. You don't want to leave supplies around in this game. Although you do get way too many supplies in this game. I feel like they should have lowered the amount of supplies you get. I mean, I'm playing this on hard and it still feels really simple. I'm not sure how much more difficult very hard is, but from the videos I've seen, it's not that much different to hard really. You if any of you guys have finished Horizon Zero Dawn and you want like an extra challenge or something, on the official PlayStation forums I'm doing a event at the moment where I pretty much issue a random challenge that people have to complete, like killing a Thunderjaw without taking damage and stuff like that. It's a weekly thing, so if any of you guys want to you finished the game and you want something extra to do, just go on the PlayStation forums and search for the Ultimate Hunter Challenge.
And this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Yeah, because we heard about that at the beginning of the game, that all of the machines around the world were sort of becoming a little bit aggressive and attacking people for no reason. Because they used to be pretty much like any wild animal that you would meet in real life. So, as we walk around this place, we're going to see lots of holograms, and they're going to be sort of explaining what each little piece of Gaia does. If you've played something like God of War 3, this bit will make a little bit more sense, because it's named after titans and gods and goddesses from Greek mythology, like obviously Hermastus. He's in God of War 3 if you guys have played it, and he's the dude who builds you these fancy weapons, you know, because he's like a master smith who's been doomed to live under this. I think he's doomed to live in Hades' realm or something. So yeah, and you're also going to find out stuff about Hades, because Hades is part of Gaia, and obviously Hades has gone a little bit shitty and it's doing some pretty naughty things. So we have to find out why it's doing them. There's a few things we need to find out actually. But yeah, the story in this game, like I've said a few times, is brilliant.
I've seen them before. In a cauldron.
You've been inside a cauldron.
An abandoned one, yes.
So the cauldrons, they belong to Gaia.
It would appear so. The birthing places of her machines.
Now, we haven't been in a cauldron yet, but if you look on the map and you go into a cauldron, cauldrons are pretty much these underground places where they build robots and machines. If you go through it and you solve all of the puzzles and stuff and you get to the end, you will unlock the ability to override new robots in the game, like Thunderjaws, Snapmauls, all of them. Pretty much every robot in this game can be overridden, I think. But you have to complete the cauldrons, which are where machines are built and made. So yeah, we haven't done any cauldrons yet, but that's what they're talking about. It is pretty handy to do the cauldrons, and they're not that difficult really. So if you want to get lots of machines on your side and get them to do the fighting for you, it's pretty handy actually. I just don't ever bother with it. I'm just happy with my bow. I've always been a fan of bows in games. If I've had the opportunity, I've always picked a bow. Even when I first played World of Warcraft, the one I picked was a hunter because it had a bow, and obviously because it had a pet. And you gotta love a good pet in you. Ooh. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff we need to listen to in this place. This bit's going to go on for quite a while, I think. Oh, I thought I heard somebody speaking then. They're,
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
I mean, we could just smash this window right here. I mean, you've got that fancy spear. We could easily break through. But I suppose we're going to have to take the longest route in history. Yeah, as I told you guys, you know the school where I work, well, the infant school was flooded last July. Well, the school has finally been fixed and rebuilt, you know, it's fine. Well, not rebuilt, but everything inside's been fixed up and it's working again. So they're moving a lot of stuff next to my house at the moment into the school, making lots of racket. So if you guys can hear that, I do apologise. I'll try and get rid of as much as I can when I edit the video. You know, you'd expect most people on YouTube would spend all their time editing the video, like just editing funny stuff and things like that. But for me, I have to spend all my time editing out noise.
Careful now.
How many clips did they send down here? Oh god, another boss. God, they're even underneath me. We should have brought one of those Deathbringer guns with us, that would have been handy. Well, I'm not going to fight him yet until I know I need to. Can I get a little cheeky kill from here? No, we're not going to risk it, as we're going to probably alert them where we are. These metal places.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina El-Baji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion. albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Okay, so that's stuff about Apollo. So Hephaestus was in charge of building machines and stuff to look after the Earth. Apollo is the one in charge of all the learning and knowledge and stuff. Hopefully you kept out the bit about guns, because that would be a useful thing to get rid of. Don't bother learning us about guns again, that's a terrible idea. And also, I like how she said she was putting lots of stuff in multiple languages. That seems like a pointless idea. I mean, everybody not being able to understand each other would be a stupid idea. Unless everybody learnt all 4 languages, I guess. But, you know, if some people only learn English, some people only learn Arabic or whatever, then that's fucking terrible. No one could be able to communicate with each other. That's a pretty bad thing on Earth, you know, having multiple languages. I'm not sure why we still have multiple languages on Earth. I think it's the stupidest thing ever. Everybody should just have one language. I think the most common language is English, so it should just be English, you know. I think they teach English in pretty much every school anyway, don't they? And then over in England, we learn French and... Well, I only ever learned French, but some schools learn Spanish and German as well. But I've only ever done French, so... I did pretty well in French, actually, considering. I never did it for GCSEs or anything like that, though, because I didn't find it fun. I wanted to learn something important, you know. I didn't plan on being a... I always planned on being a vet. So, knowing how to speak French and that's not going to be very handy. It's not like I'm going to come across a French dog anytime soon. Maybe a French bulldog would understand me easier if I knew how to speak French. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It is funny, though, because if you listen to animals from other countries, you know, like cats and stuff, and you listen to the tone of their meow, they always seem to have, like, an accent with their meows. It's like they pick up how humans talk, and their meows actually change. I mean, if you listen, just pay attention, like, listen to some Japanese cats and stuff. It seems like they have different accents wherever they live. It's fucking hilarious. It might just be me imagining it, but I think they do. I could really hear some sort of, like, different tone, depending where they're from. Why are they all turned yellow? Oh. Oh shit, that's why. Oh! What's he using? Look out. Ow! What has he got? He's got some sort of like icy flamethrower or some shit. Okay, come on. Come on, that's it. Keep walking, you silly git. That's it, come on. Come on, walk. Fantastic. Right, where's Flame? Where's Icy Ball? There he is. There we go.
What should have been a
Even leveled up for all my troubles.
see if anything is left.
Alright, so we're going to pick up some of this stuff and I'm going to have to end it for today. We've learned a few things though, but it's stuff we already really knew, ain't it? Just stuff about Gaia. You could sort of guess what every single part of Gaia is going to be just by knowing about the Greek gods, because they seem to have named them appropriately. Like Gaia was like a titan, like Mother Nature, you know, and in charge of like trees and stuff like that. Then you've obviously got Hermastus, which is a master blacksmith, and he's the dude building the robots. Apollo, I'm not too sure. I can't really remember much about Apollo, but I guess he's the god of learning or knowledge or something like that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to end it now, WolfTheWolf. So thanks for watching, WolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today. Oh!